Hello, I am your host, Kate Kent, and welcome to Hairdresser Heartbreak Club, a Destroy the Hairdresser podcast for big-hearted, tender hairdressers like me. Hello, good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Truman Show. Y'all, I'm gonna talk about my busted ass shoulder. And it's not even busted, but it's busted from 20 years of busting my body. And that's our topic today, is the physical brokenness that happens when you're doing standing up repetitive motions. Some of y'all be wearing high heels. God bless you. And you say that it's more comfortable, and I have to tell you, I don't believe you. It's definitely not more comfortable than these tennis shoes that I just held up for those that are listening. Okay. Our work is physical. Some people might say that it is what you just stand there, you just cut hair, but standing a long time takes its toll. It takes a toll on your feet, takes a toll on your knees, takes a toll on your hips, back, neck, shoulders, all the way up, right? Like the hip bone's connected to the Kate bone because Kate is super hip. Whoop-a-doop. I just made that up on the fly. Our whole bodies are all connected, right? Like, this is all important. So if you're wearing terrible shoes, it is eventually gonna mess with like your neck up here because your back and it goes up to your head, you know? You're gonna be like looking down. Oh my God. Remember that the chairs go up and down, and that is to help us in our bodies. But sometimes it's not enough. So the physical ailments over the years of grinding, it takes its toll. And when we're younger or starting our careers and our bodies are a little bit more resilient, a little bit more lubricated and juicy between the joints, it's not as much as an issue. And then you wake up one day in 2021 and your arm can only go up a certain height. So I woke up, it didn't happen just in one day, but I started having this pain in my shoulder joint, and I went to my chiropractor and I said, "Chiropractor, it hurts when I lift my shoulder up past this point. Like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine." And then it's like excruciating shooting pain. And she was like, "Well, it sounds like this condition called frozen shoulder." And I was like, that is extremely literal and exactly what this feels like. It's like I can't move it any further. And so I felt like an old crunchy loser. And chiropractor was like, "You may need something additional. There's not a lot that I can do at this point." And I was like, "Fair enough. Appreciate you. Crack my neck, send me on my way." And she suggested that I go to get some needles in it, right? Like dry needling or acupuncture. And this is not where this whole podcast is really supposed to go, but at the time, I also didn't have health insurance. And so I couldn't really explore what was going on. And of course, the inner workings of my mind were like, I'm gonna need like fucking surgery. I'm gonna have to like sell everything. And I didn't have to do that. But physical stuff is really scary, especially when we have to physically be there and physically move our bodies to be able to work. So having a job where you can like ticky-tock on a computer, like as boring as it might be, y'all have so much more job security because if you break your arm, you can still work. If you break your leg, you can still work. If you have something else that impedes your ability to move, a lot of times you can still work. So in our industry, that is not the case. It's also interesting that, you know, pregnancy and being a mother is also sometimes, it's not a bad thing, but I need to say that sometimes that's a big setback for people in our line of work, is like, I need to be working right up until my due date, and then I need to just be back in 6 weeks because I don't want to lose this cycle of clients. You know, I have said that. Many of my coworkers have said that. They're like, this is my plan, work up until I am basically in labor and then go immediately back to work so that these people don't see other people and then now are out of my chair completely. So let's just let that sink in a little bit, because what the fuck? This race to get back to work to then probably put more physical stress on our body, both through pregnancy and also then, you know, postpartum. Also, we're not even touching on the mental health component there. But the like physical stuff, and I could just list everything over the years of things that people have just the things that have happened from our profession, you know, like other stuff that kind of gets in the way, that is maybe like, you know, an accident, or like, you know, rolling your ankle because you had a couple of Red Bull and vodkas. That's an accident. But thinking about like carpal tunnel and like frozen shoulder, guess what? Now the other one's starting to get it. And I'm like, oh, great. Oh my God. Hands, arms, fingers, shoulders, neck. I also, for years, was only able to turn my neck like a certain amount. And then finally started seeing a chiropractor, and I was like, what is this? This is the normal range of motion for human beings? I was like, this is insane. I feel taller. I feel so much taller. And I know you all have that knot in your back by your shoulder blade. You all have it. It's like that hairdresser knot right next to your spine, between your spine and your shoulder blade. Whether you're right-handed or left-handed, whatever it is, that you know, that round brush knot. I can't get rid of it. As hard as I try, it's there. It has moved in. It has its own zip code. It lives there now. And this is, you know, I allowed it to squat for a long time, and now it has squatters' rights. It's moved in. It lives there for 20 years. I'm like, I can't kick you out now. You live here. We're a community. So I'm trying to keep this lighthearted, but there are so many physical things that go into our work. I have a friend who was allergic to products, was allergic to hair color, and couldn't do hair color anymore. And that happens to a lot of you. And, you know, the things with like, my gosh, flat ironing, like Brazilian smoothing treatments or whatever the smoothing treatment is, that's releasing all this toxic shit into the air, and then you're breathing it, and then you're getting cancer. Like, the amount of cancer causing chemicals that are in the products that we use to do our job is concerning, right? For a consumer to use these products once a day, you know, on their body that is going to absorb these things. I mean, you know, there's probably other factors in their life that are maybe more concerning. And then we, for 8 to 10 people, are putting these things in and around, breathing them in or getting them on our skin and these sorts of things. So I think the sooner that we start taking care of our physical bodies, earlier in our careers, when it's not that cool to like go get, massage your muscles, and it's maybe not that cool to start going to acupuncture or the chiropractor or physical therapy or wearing the tennis shoes. I mean, they're in style now, but there was a time that you had to wear high heels and you couldn't wear the cute like sweats and sneakers and like make it look stylish, It just wasn't possible. There was a time that wasn't possible. So I think, this really kind of wanting to teach our younger generation of hairdressers that like your physical body is the thing that helps you to be able to do your job. So you want to take really good care of it. Like, I don't go roller skating. I don't want to break my wrist. I'm not saying you can't go roller skating, but there are things that you're like, I want to be able to still do my job. So I'm not gonna go water skiing. I don't know why I chose that one. I would never go water skiing. I can't even swim. Bearing so many, I'm telling you, so many embarrassing things. I die.
Hey hairdressers, are you looking for health insurance? It's time to get healthy with Hairdresser Healthcare, the only coverage designed specifically for the beauty industry. Whether you're an independent stylist, a salon owner with a team, a makeup artist, or a massage therapist, we've got you covered with comprehensive and affordable benefits. With options for self-enrollment and year-round open enrollment, taking control of your health has never been easier. And the best part is, it's available in every state. Visit hairdresserhealthcare.com and take control of your health today because you, your team, and your family deserve it.